Okay, today we're going to be looking for proportionality in graphs. Now there's two different ways we're going to do it, and I'll show you an easy way and a harder way. Okay, the first thing we want to look for is we could make a table based on the points that are in the graph, because we already know how to do proportionality from a table. So I'm going to call this part X and this one Y for my table. And so let's make up an XY table. And we'll just include a few of the points. We can do 100 and 500. Okay, let's just pick another point off the graph. How about 1,000 or 200 and 1,000? So we would do y divided by x. We would do 500 divided by 100, which equals 5. We can do 1,000 divided by 200, which equals 5. If we pick another point, 1,500 divided by 300 is 5. 2,000 divided by 400, it's 5. So we keep coming up with that same number. So that means that it's proportional. Another way you can check it, and this is just a little trick when we study constant proportionality, you're going to hear the same rules. Look right down here. Notice it goes through the origin. That's a big hint. It has to go through the origin if it's going to be proportional. You also will get a straight line. That's your second tip. So going through the origin is one thing it'll do. That's an I there, folks, not an N. That's the origin. The other thing is that it has to be a line. And when we say line in math, we mean a straight line. Okay, so it has to be a line. So notice this is a straight line. That means it'll be proportional. Okay, let's look at this one. Now, if you use the rules I just told you, hey, it goes to the origin, but that's not a straight line. So another way we could check it is we could do a table. Do an XY table with 2 and 25. And then our next point would be 6 and 675. Okay? Now when we do 25, and remember we're doing y divided by x. That's always our favorite thing. Y divided by x. Okay? This one would be 12.5. 25 divided by 2 is 12.5. But then we would have to do how many times would we do 675 divided by 6? Well, I can already tell you right now that's going to be over 100. This answer is over 100. So we know that these two things are not the same, so it's not proportional. Let's look at our last one. Notice it's a straight line and it's through the origin, so it's going to be proportional. But just in case, let's make a table. We've got 1 and 30. Let's pick another number. How about 3 and 90? Okay, so we're making a table. And we're going to check our table by doing x divided by y. Well, this is 30. And then this one is 30. And no matter what we do, no matter which points we pick, we always end up with this 30. Later on, we'll find out what that is. But for right now, know that if you get the same number every time in a table, when you divide y by x, it's proportional. Or the easier way, look to see if it goes through the origin and it's a straight line. If it does both of those things, it's proportional.